Welcome to The Sound, KQAL FM's weekly behind-the-scenes look at Midwestern-made music. From writing and recording to distribution and promotion, The Sound is your source for new releases and exclusive interviews from Midwestern artists. Support for The Sound is made possible by a grant from the Minnesota Arts and Cultural Heritage Fund. Rolling. Tonight on The Sound, we have a preview of Vicious Kid, the brand new album from Minneapolis rock and roll band Kiss the Tiger. Kiss the Tiger has a sound drawing on influences like Patti Smith, Tom Petty, the Rolling Stones, and Iggy Pop. Their new album, Vicious Kid, comes out tomorrow, June 3rd, and lead vocalist Meghan Kreidler took some time to chat with us about the new album and more. Stick around. I'm Bill Stoneberg with KQAL's Paige Romanowski and Meghan Kreidler of Kiss the Tiger on The Sound.
The golden fleece of lamb, I'll call for you in the dead of night, but I forgot the night was dead.
That was Motel Room. That's the first single off the new album by Kiss the Tiger, which is titled Vicious Kid, and that officially comes out tomorrow. And on the phone with us tonight, we have Meghan Kreidler, the vocalist from Kiss the Tiger. How you doing, Meghan?
Hi, I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Good. I'm going to pause for a second here, Meghan. I also want to let you know, I totally forgot. I'm so into this. I've been waiting to talk to you here. I have an intern with me. I did mention that to you, I think, in the email.
You did, yes.
Yeah. So Paige is here with me. Say hi, Paige.
Hi, Meghan. I'm Paige. It's nice to meet
you. Nice to meet you, too.
Cool.
Thanks for being here.
Oh, anytime. This is an awesome learning experience for me.
Cool.
So Meghan, it looks like this is kind of like your fourth album, is that right? Counting Elliott Park?
Yes, yep, that is correct.
Yeah, and so you guys have been around for a little while. Can you give me maybe some background on the band? Like, what brought you guys together, to create this?
Yeah, I met my rhythm guitar player in 2015? 2014? No, it was 15, the end of that year. And when we met, he knew that I had a background in theater and performance and that I sang, and was curious if I'd ever sung in a band before, and I never had, and he'd played music his whole life. So we kind of threw together a little jam session with some of his friends who are musicians, and then one thing kind of led to another, and we put a band together. When we first started out, it was a different setup of people, and sort of over the course of a year, we sort of like firmed up the group. And the only player that has sort of been like a rotating cast of characters is the lead guitar player. But the guy who started with us, Alex, he kind of plays with us every once in a while, and we just found a new younger guy named Bridger who is coming on as our full-time lead guitar player.
Wow.
But our drummer we found on Craigslist, one of those good old Craigslist finds. And then our bass player grew up with my rhythm guitar player, Michael. So Michael's the rhythm guitar player, Paul is the bass player, and they had played music together since they were in high school about. So
nice. So some good history there. It sounds like you guys have had a solid lineup for most of the time. Bridger, is that, what's Bridger's last name? Is that Fruth or?
Yep, it is.
Wow. Yeah. I just had a hunch. I haven't spoken to him, but I have seen this guy on Minnesota. I think it's Musician's Garage Sale or something online.
Oh,
Yeah.
he has a
And he's got some
really
lesson
impressive.
videos or something. I think I saw, or he restores them, maybe something to that
Yeah.
effect. But
Yeah, he does all sorts of things. He also plays pedal steel, and he played pedal
Oh.
steel on Grown Ass Woman on
That-
the record.
and I saw his name in some pedal steel stuff too. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting. What a small world, right?
Yeah, totally.
Well, since you guys have it seems like you guys have a really solid connection, and your sound, it kind of reminds me of like that, forgive me, but I grew up in the 80s, so I love it, but the 80s kind of sound, kind of a radio rock, kind of groove.
Yeah,
I'm thinking like
totally.
Pretenders, Patti Smith, stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Is that something that you guys are specifically going for, or does that just come out when you guys get together?
I think that we all have different, I guess, backgrounds in our musical tastes and what we grew up on. Our drummer is a big punk dude, so he grew up really loving the Ramones, and he loves Stiff Little Fingers. And then
Nice.
our bass player is kind of more a Beatles dude, and then rhythm guitar player like loves Tom Petty, Bruce Springsteen. And then I grew up in the 90s. Like everyone's a little bit older than me, so I mean, I listened to like Nirvana and Alanis Morissette and Red Hot
Wow.
Chili Peppers. That was kind of like who I listened to a lot when I was in middle school. So
Uh-huh.
I feel like all of the influences sort of influence our sound a bit. But I have heard the 80s
Uh-huh.
people referencing that. And yeah, the Pretenders we love the Pretenders, and
Cool.
I love Patti Smith. So yeah, it makes sense that sound is kind of what you're hearing.
Right. Well, that's cool. That makes sense because you guys sound really, I guess, natural to me. Like it's a real sound. Like it's not, that's kind of cool that you all have different influences and different age ranges and stuff too. That makes sense. I think that maybe that adds to how tight it is.
Yeah, maybe. I think so.
Cool. Well, let's get back into some music and play some more off the new album that comes out tomorrow. We are on the phone tonight with Meghan Kreidler. She's the vocalist for Kiss the Tiger. They're from Minneapolis. And their newest album called Vicious Kid comes out tomorrow. In fact, they have an album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis. So you can get up there and check that out if there's still tickets available. But here's another track off the album. This is called Who Does Her Hair? This is by Kiss the Tiger right here on the Sound on 89.5 KQAL.
She's getting wasted, taking her back dancing. Is she gonna fake it, or is she gonna come around? She's making me coffee, all loud, she's making me hot, and everybody's wondering who does her hair. She's taking all my tips, yeah. She's taking all my tips for free. And everybody's wondering, is she coming home with me? She's making me coffee, oh Lord, she's making me hot. And everybody's wondering, who does her hair?
And that was Who Does Her Hair? That's by Kiss the Tiger. That's off of their new record that comes out tomorrow, June 3rd. And we have Meghan from Kiss the Tiger. She's the singer on the phone with us tonight. Meghan, so, we were talking about kind of a little bit about your history with the band and, where you guys are all coming from. What do you think makes the band, like, kind of click, What makes it work? What do you think?
Yeah, it's well, to be honest, this is the only band that I've ever played with before. So I don't have a lot of
cool.
history with. I guess I got lucky because we got together and we've stayed together and we have really good chemistry. What makes a band click? I mean, I feel like we all have really different personalities, like some of us are a little more type A, some of us are a little more free flowing. Some people are a little more easygoing, some people a little more stressed out. And not to say that that's a bad thing, but I think that we all sort of balance each other out in that way. And I think we all just really love music and we love playing. And we've really built on our, I don't know, just built up that experience with one another over the years and have had a really positive experience playing with each other and recording with each other. And so it's a chemistry thing. I don't know if I can really name exactly what it is, but I do think part of it is yeah, how the different personalities balance each other out. I wish I could say I knew what all of our signs were, but I'm not a big astrological person, but maybe that's something I should look into because perhaps it would say something.
It might be. Yeah, it might be interesting to see. There might be a pattern there, huh? You might have a formula for a great band.
Maybe.
Huh? Maybe. So with this new album that comes out tomorrow, have you guys been working on it for a long time, or is this something that popped up when you weren't playing shows? Or?
Yeah, we actually recorded most of the album in September of 2019 with the hopes of releasing it last year. And of course, all of those plans got derailed and we didn't really want to release it without being able to play because we just feel like that's so much a part of who we are and how we wanted to promote it. So we just waited and we actually went back into the studio and recorded 2 more songs and we took 2 songs off and then we re-recorded Grown Ass Woman. So it was kind of nice because sometimes you feel really rushed even though there's never really a rush. I mean, we're an independent band, so we kind of do everything on our own terms. But like, there is a feeling once you've recorded it, like, okay, well, we should get this out as soon as possible. And it was kind of nice to take a step back and go, well, if we have the time, why don't we make it the best record that we possibly can? So, and the only thing that we could really do when we went back into record was do that, and we were like masked the whole time, and it was weird and kind of fun to have that a part of the experience. So I've got Love and Dinosaur Song were the 2 other songs that we recorded and added, or I guess replaced with the other 2 songs. Yeah.
Right. Well, it sounds like it was kind of nice to have that time to step back and look at it and, because I think it's a great record. I think it really shines,
Thank you.
That extra little time, because it's interesting. You step back from something and then you start to notice things you didn't notice before, or different choices you made.
Yeah.
Where did you guys record the album?
The Terrarium in Northeast Minneapolis, which we recorded our EP Elliott Park there, and then our last album Let Me Bleed we also recorded there. But it was the first time that we recorded it with the studio owner, Jason Orris. So he was our sound engineer and he mixed it, and I feel like he really was like the missing element for us, or just we had a really great connection with him, and he's just such a pro and has a really fun energy. Like he kind of reminds me of a Muppet a little bit, but then is also super hyper focused and just is really good at his job. So he was always able to really, keep our spirits lifted and was really positive, but then also very zoned in and focused on the task at hand. So yeah.
Right. It's nice to have an engineer like that, I bet, huh? Does it feel like a different, like you gained a band member or something?
Yes, absolutely. And that was the first time that we had that experience. I think all of our experiences recording before just sort of felt like people were recording us, which is totally fine. But when you have that extra person who's kind of giving you their input, or they're just like, oh, that's really awesome, or no, you could do that a little bit better, like almost a little cheerleader or something. It was super encouraging. And yeah, I would say that Jason is an honorary band member now.
Nice. Very cool. Do you guys, so when you're in the studio, do you just bang it out live, or do you just track things out piece by piece? How do you go about it?
Yeah, we'll do it all together. And this time I guess we did this last time too. Like I'm in my own little isolation booth and I do the vocals and we all do it live together, and I sing it the way I would do it live, but then we'll go back and we'll fix things and pop pop in on things that need fixing. And yeah, for the most part, I redid all the vocals, but it's just a way to get the band all kind of on the same level, to get it to feel like it's live and not just like tracked individually.
Yeah, you get the energy in there first.
Right,
then, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because it does. It sounds. I don't know, like you're sitting in the room with you guys almost. Just the energy level you guys bring. I can't wait to see you guys live. Paige, would you like to talk to Megan?
I really loved the sound that you guys give off. It gives definite Patti Smith vibes that I really liked. I think my favorite song, I've done a couple listenings to I Miss You. I really like that. But then even going back further, Bad Boy, such a good song.
Thank you.
And it has just this awesome sound to it.
Yeah, I Miss You is, I think, my favorite song on the album. And it's a little different than any other song that we've recorded. It's a little more sentimental, but I think that's why I like it. It's really sweet. And I think it just, I think we nailed the recording of that one.
Oh, I totally agree. It sounds amazing.
Thank you.
Well, why don't we go ahead and play it? Let's play that one. We are talking to Megan. She's from Kiss the Tiger. She's the vocalist. And they have a new album coming out called Vicious Kid that comes out tomorrow. They have an official album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis, and in a residency starting there. We'll talk about that in a little bit. But this is the track called I Miss You. This is from Kiss the Tiger, and you're listening to it on The Sound on 89.5 KQAL. That was I Miss You from Kiss the Tiger, and that's off their newest album called Vicious Kid. It comes out tomorrow. They have an album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis, so get up there if you can still get tickets. We have Megan from Kiss the Tiger on the phone with us today. Megan, so I Miss You, that one has a video out for it. So second single from the album. There's a video. Who did the video for you?
A friend of mine from college, her name is Eleonora Dendy, and she was here in Minneapolis for a while, but then moved back to her hometown of Atlanta, maybe 4 years ago now. So she's based out of there, but she's a multidisciplinary artist. Her and I went to acting school together. So she acts, but
Okay.
she's also a really talented illustrator, but she has only done a little bit of animation, and I kind of reached out to her with a really insane deadline. Like, I gave her maybe a month of time to do this, and
Oh,
she's like, I
wow.
talked to my animator friends and they said that they usually get a 6-month lead time, and I was just like, I know, I'm really sorry that I'm springing this upon you. She's like, no, it's a great challenge for me, and it'll be a good learning experience. And yeah, and it's a really long, I mean, it's a longer song as far as like an animated video goes too.
Right.
But I love
yeah.
how it turned out. I think it's so sweet, and it's like even a little trippy and like funny, and I don't know. It's I love it.
Yeah, totally. How did she come up with the concept alone then, or did you guys work on it with her? How'd that
We
go down?
came up with the idea, and then she just kind of flew with it, no pun intended. So we thought the idea of an empty nester parent would be cute if it was literally a bird. The song was written about a mother losing a child, but we didn't want to really illustrate that out or do something that heavy. So we kind of did something a little, a similar but different kind of loss of like the child leaving home. So yeah, she just took that initial concept and she kind of ran with it. So yeah.
Nice. What's that like to have someone like kind of riff off of your art, and create
It's super
something?
exciting. Like, I didn't see, she sent me little screenshots and little snippets, kind of over the course of the 3 weeks that I commissioned her to do it. And then when I saw the final product, it was just so fun. Like, I was so surprised and giggling the whole time when I was watching it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's cool because illustration and animation is something that I have zero skills in and I know nothing about. And so it's cool to also collaborate with a friend who's an artist and see, yeah, what comes from that.
Right. Well, let's get back to some tunes and play some more songs for people. We are on the phone with Meghan Kreidler. She's the vocalist for Kiss the Tiger. They have a brand new album coming out tomorrow with an official album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis. So let's get right to it. We're going to play Weekend. This is off the new record from Kiss the Tiger, and you're hearing it right here on The Sound on 89.5 KQAL.
I know I'm not your weekend. Can't give you that kind of feeling. I'm not your Friday night. Can't give you that kind of life. I'm not your petty lady. Here and gone the same day. Oh, you got me. Please you leave me till I'm dry. I know I'm not your best friend. I'm not bent to your bed end. I'm not your midnight call. Can't save me from the fall. I'm not your well-trained lady. I'm not gonna let you tame me. Oh, come here. Please you leave me till
That was Weekend from Kiss the Tiger. That's off of their brand new album. It comes out tomorrow. And we have Meghan, the singer of Kiss the Tiger, on the phone with us today. Meghan, so we talked a little bit about what you guys do in the studio and stuff like that. What about writing itself? Does one person write stuff and then bring it to the band, or do you guys kind of all work on it together? How's that go?
Yeah. So me on this album in particular, me and my rhythm guitar player did all of the songwriting. He typically writes most of the musical parts, and I wrote most of the lyrics on this album, or a good chunk of it. And then there are a couple songs that I wrote music and lyrics for. But we'll usually just come into the practice space with some ideas, and then the band will riff off of that, and everybody writes their own parts,
Nice.
and it's collaborative in that way. But yeah, I would say Michael and I are kind of the main songwriters, and a lot of these songs on this album were they had been written, I guess, for a while, but just like little parts of them, like I Miss You, that verse part was written for a long time, and Hold On to Love, like that chorus part was written, but we never really finished writing them or expanded upon them until we decided we wanted to go back into the studio again. So that was kind of fun, because there were just a lot of songs that I was like, oh, I can see that this is going to be a great song, but we just need to, sit down and put pen to paper.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right. It sounds like you guys work really well together, this team, this group that you have. So I hope you guys are around for a very long time.
I hope so too. I mean, we're already like, oh, we should get back in the studio this fall. And yeah, I
Cool.
feel like we could keep writing and playing for a long time. I don't really see an end in sight yet.
Awesome. We are listening to Meghan from Kiss the Tiger, and they have a brand new album coming out. It's called Vicious Kid. It comes out tomorrow. They have an album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis, and we're actually going to talk about that in a minute. But first, let's hear another track off the album. This is I've Got Love from Kiss the Tiger, right here on The Sound.
Brother Johnny took us from the bottomless pit. Hold me now and breathe out, trying to feed again. Oh, I've got love.
That was I Got Love. That's from Kiss the Tiger's brand new album that comes out tomorrow. And we have Meghan, the singer from Kiss the Tiger, on the phone with us tonight. Meghan, so tomorrow you guys have an album release party at Ice House, Minneapolis. And it looks like that's kicking off a residency there?
Yes, that's exactly right.
Cool. So how'd you guys get hooked up with that?
Well, last summer we were planning on doing a residency at Ice House, and I think it was the same month, June. And I think they started to do music around that time outside, but for us, it just felt a little too early to be, I don't know, playing a regular monthly gig. So we decided not to do that. But then, then we thought it would be a great way to celebrate the release of this album and to kind of get as many people as possible in to see us play these songs and to hopefully buy the physical. We got it printed on vinyl, and then we have CDs as well. So yeah, we just thought it would be a really fun party. And our friend Diane, who actually played on a handful of these songs and sang on a lot of these songs on this album, she's the booking talent booker there. So it was,
nice.
She's Ice House has kind of become a bit of a musical home for us, which is great because it's such a lovely venue, and Diane has been a really wonderful facilitator of that for us. So yeah. Awesome.
You guys kind of have a home base there, it sounds like.
Yeah, we sort of, there, and then the place that I'm dying to play once everything opens up is the 331 Club, which is a lot divier, but is kind of, just another venue that's fun.
Sounds fun. Right. Sounds fun. Do you guys have more shows lined up for the summer? Do you plan on like touring for the new album or anything like that?
Yeah, we were talking about it. I think we're going to postpone any real big touring until the spring of next year. But we have a lot of stuff going on just locally. We're playing Lower Town Sounds in Mears Park in July. And then I actually wanted to make sure I mentioned this. We're playing in Winona on September 11th for music and movie night. So we're opening for the movie Shrek.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, but lots of fun.
Yeah. Well,
outdoor stuff, which is great.
Awesome. I think Paige, our intern here, would like to ask a question as well.
Sure. So where can people find out about your show dates and times, etc.?
Sure. So we're on pretty much all social media platforms. I think the one that I utilized the most is Instagram, and we have a link tree in our bio on Instagram, and there you can find a link to the Ice House website. Otherwise, you can just visit icehouseMPLS.com, and there's a page that just has all of the dates that we're playing in June, and it's kind of confusing because we're playing every Thursday except the 18th, which is a Friday. So it's 3 Thursdays and a Friday, but yeah, if you go to Ice House's website, you'll be able to find all of the ticket information there.
For sure. And what's your Instagram handle?
Oh, it's just Kiss the Tiger, all lowercase.
Awesome. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Nice. Good question.
Yeah, that's a good question.
How about the album itself? Is that going to be available streaming everywhere? Do you have physical copies we can order? Stuff
Oh, yeah.
Like that?
So on our website, which is just kissthettiger.com, you can pre-order the CD and vinyl now, but it will also be available, obviously, tomorrow. And then streaming on all platforms, but I guess the most popular ones are Spotify, Apple Music. It'll be on Tidal, Deezer. Pretty much all the streaming. You got to have them all now, you just don't know what people are using. But so it'll be out there, and then on Bandcamp as well.
Very nice. Paige, do you have anything else?
Nothing that comes to mind right now, but we're all very excited for your release party, and we're all hoping.
Cool. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Sounds good. Well, we're going to wrap it up with one more song here. We've been on the phone tonight with Meghan Kreidler from Kiss the Tiger. They have a brand new album coming out tomorrow called Vicious Kid. I recommend going out and getting it. They're kicking off a residency at Ice House, Minneapolis as well. That's their release party. So, Meghan, thanks so much for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun.
Thank you so much for your time. It was great getting to interview
Thank you.
All right. Well, here it is. This is Kiss the Tiger with You Are the One. That's from their brand new album. And you're listening to The Sound on 89.5 KQAL.
I heard a lot about you in every word that she said. I know they say that talk is cheap, but I let the expense go to my head. So through the pane of a window, the golden fleece of a lamb, I call for you in the dead of night, but I forgot the night was dead. The sea and swim. I hold my breath and pray for rain, 'cause when I'm wet I've got so much love to give. Now I watch all the words I use. I know that you're well read. There are many books upon your shelf. I think your cover looks the best.
Thanks again to Megan of Kiss the Tiger for joining us tonight on The Sound. For more music and info on the band, check out Kiss the Tiger on Bandcamp or your favorite streaming service. And don't forget to check out the new album Vicious Kid, which comes out tomorrow, June 3rd. For more local and regional albums, tune into The Sound every Wednesday night at 6, right here on 89.5 KQAL. I'm Bill Stoneberg, and we've just heard from Kiss the Tiger on The Sound. Thanks for listening to The Sound. The Sound is produced by KQAL FM on the campus of Winona State University. Visit us online at kqal.org. Theme music for The Sound provided by Mike Terrell of Fires of Denmark.